Hello everyone, this is me Angel and Flora. Um, so reading an entire chapter and talking about it is a very new thing for me. Um, but yeah, while reading Proverbs chapter 23, it really took so long for me to understand it. Uh, and I just got a very few verses that stood up in my mind. I'm just going to share it. It is Proverbs 25:15. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. Uh, when I read this, it is like very good to me, it's kind of very comforting. Uh, I could just relate this with an example of a teacher and a student. If a student is learning well, the teacher will be happy. Uh, it is beneficiary for both of them, like the teacher is teaching and the student is learning, so when he is learning, the teacher will be happy. Likewise, this verse is saying, like, if my son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. uh, I kind of felt that father is rejoicing when he sees when he's see us being wise uh, with everything, while taking decision, or while doing something. If we be wise in that, he'll rejoice in that. The next thing is, there is surely, 18th verse, there is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. A few weeks back, my friend called and he said, like, he didn't get a job, kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, this word came to my mind, and I just shared this verse. So, like, when I read this, what I felt is God is reassuring, and God is giving this verse to each one of us, to in this pandemic situation where people lost their jobs. So people who are waiting for their jobs, people who are waiting for the promotions, or people who are waiting for something great to happen, God is reassuring, and God is promising each one of us that our hope will not be cut off, because we have a father by our side. So he's telling us that he's gonna give us what we desire, what we need, what we wanted for such a long time. He has given this beautiful verse, beautiful promise to each one of us, saying that he will give it to us. Okay. And the next verse is 23. Buy the truth and do not sell it. Wisdom, instruction, and insight as well. Okay, buy the truth and do not sell it. When I read this, what I understood is, we should be true. No, we should be truthful in every situation, no matter what it is, or no matter whomever is with us. We shouldn't go and support something wrong, or something is not right. We should be true, even if you're going to learn something out of it, it is good to do, instead of being in a wrong side and in a wrong path. You just have to be true, and you're not supposed to stand in the wrong side. If you're standing, it is like, it shows that you are not a wise person, because father doesn't want us to be like that. And the next verse is 26th verse. My son, give me a heart and let your eyes delight in my ways. Father's way is always the best, I could say. Whatever plan he has for us, whatever, everything, even if it is ups and down, even if it is ups and downs, we just wanted to be thankful for that, because we have a person who's gonna do miracles. So we just need to have some patience to overcome everything. And this verse, my son, give me your heart and let your eyes delight in my ways. If we give it to God, we can just sit and relax, delight, uh, you know delight in everything what God has for us. um, yeah, so what I understood out of this entire chapter is like, we should be wise, we should be knowledgeable, we should know what we are doing, what we are talking, what we are supposed to talk, and all that. So read this chapter and share your comments as well. Thank you for listening to me. Have a happy weekend.